Did you know there's lots of crafting recipes in Valheim you cannot even unlock unless you get the exact crafting ingredients? And since there's some ingredients that are stupidly hard to obtain, most players will completely miss many rare items in Valheim. So today I'm showing you how to get the Serpent Kite Shield, a flex item, which requires serpent scales. And the reason serpent scales are so hard to get is each time you kill a serpent, its scales will sink to the bottom of the ocean, along with the serpent's head trophy as well, never to be seen again. Only the serpent meat actually floats. So firstly, let me show you how to get serpent scales. But today's sponsor is for Modern Vikings. Manscaped sent me this package and they're legit a brand I use anyway, but this is their performance package with the new Lawnmower 3. It's got a damn headlight on it, so you can actually see what you're shaving. I honestly thought this idea was silly, but it actually works really well. And the crop preserver, ball deodorant and ball toner spray and body wash. Sniff test. Manly, refined, not overpowering. The weed whacker for those hairy-nosed Vikings. I can finally smell again. My favourite thing though is the shears set, a tight pouch with all the male pruning equipment for talons, claws, nails, perfect for travelling, and it folds away so neatly. You guys can order this right now using my code below and you'll also get a free shed travel bag, which feels really good, and it's got an inside compartment. You'll also get anti-chafing boxes. And if you use my link and code in the description, you get 20% off and free international shipping at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. So firstly, how do you get the sea serpents to spawn? For this you need a boat and you need to go out into the ocean biome. Make sure it says ocean biome in the top right, since it will affect if they spawn or not. Essentially, we are searching for a sea serpent spawner, and these are hidden underwater, but they'll spawn sea serpents when you're nearby. It's possible for sea serpents to spawn at daytime, but most of the time they seem to spawn at nighttime. Once you find a sea serpent spawner area, I suggest marking it on your map so you can revisit the location whenever you want to farm sea serpents. But just a quick tip, don't do this on a raft. You'll want to use either the Carve unlocked with the bronze nails or the Viking longship unlocked with the iron nails and ancient bark. Both of these vessels can easily outrun a sea serpent and Usain Bolt in case he's chasing you. To actually get the sea serpent itself to spawn, sometimes I'll just go AFK and I'll leave my boat in the middle of the ocean biome going round in a long circle, and then I'll apply some ball toner while I wait. Once it spawns, I suggest you actually attack it with a bow and arrow until it's on around 30% health. I'm using the best bow in the game, the dragr bow. There's a guide on where to get that linked below as well. The sea serpent will actually carry on following you and you want to direct it towards land. Wait until you have recovered your stamina and then get out your abyssal harpoon. If you don't have a harpoon yet, check out my guide on how to get one of those linked below. It's pretty damn easy to craft, to be honest. So using the harpoon, you want to hook your sea serpent, and while it's attached, you can actually drag your sea serpent anywhere you want, kind of like a dog. Make sure you have full stamina before doing this because it will slowly drain your stamina to be attached to the sea serpent. And if you go too fast and get too far away, the sea serpent line will also break. So take the sea serpent back to land and you can literally drag it onto land where it can easily be slaughtered. It's also possible to keep it on land and stop it trying to return to the water if you want to open the zoo. Let me show you. Now, as you guys can see, currently I'm in the meadows area and there's basically these tiny rivers that sort of enter the meadow biome that you can see here. And I'm standing next to one of these and I'm dragging the serpent all the way into the river here. I want to be careful that he doesn't get like too far away from me because he really wants to go back to the ocean. And if you do lose him, just make sure you're ready to re-harpoon him. So just drag him down this little stream all the way as far as you can, essentially. He's kind of struggling on the rocks here, so we've got to position ourselves. So there we go. Now he's hopped through. Just going to guide him down this waterway. Just to be really safe, I'm going to like walk him all the way down this river here. And you guys can see I've got plenty of food, so my stamina is just going to carry on regenning here. And I can also drink a stamina potion too if I want to regen my stamina further. But we've dragged him pretty much to the back of this river here. I can probably release him now and he'll just be stuck in this pond and not be able to figure out how to get back. So I'm going to swap to my bow, and as soon as I lay any damage on him, he's actually going to get released, like you can see. But I just want to show you, I've not got him hooked right now, and he cannot figure out how to get back to the sea. We can pretty much start our own zoo here. We've got our first animal, a neck and a serpent. Never seen before by all these land creatures. But he really wants to try and get back to the sea. So one thing you can do to stop him, if you want, is obviously just build a small wall. And he'll never be able to path past it. He's just going to sit there completely stuck. He won't even attack it because, I mean, he's in such shallow water, the game just won't figure it out. Now, you can obviously shoot him down with arrows, or you can kill him using melee abilities and whatnot, but I'm just going to shoot arrows into him right now. And then we can finish him off in melee if we want, like so. So now we can retrieve the Sea Serpent Scales and the Serpent Head Trophy, which is currently not used in any crafting recipes in the game, but it can be hung in your longhouse for bragging rights, because it's also something that sinks to the bottom of the sea if you kill it in the ocean. So the last two ingredients we need are iron ingots, which can be found in the swamp biome in sunken crypts, by mining the muddy scrap iron, which can be smelted with coal to make iron ingots. I have a full guide on that linked below if you don't know how to do it. And then finally, we need fine wood, which you can get from any white birch tree or oak tree in the meadow biome. You will need a metal pickaxe to chop it down though. And then we can craft the Sea Serpent Shield. And I can tell you why I think it's a flex item. So we need 10 fine wood, 4 iron and 8 serpent scales. As you can see, the Serpent Shield has a durability of 250 and a block power of 90 and a minus 10% movement speed penalty for being a sneaky snake. It can be upgraded to level 3 though, with a total of 30 fine wood, 6 iron and 12 serpent scales. At max level, it's going to have a block power of 100 and a durability of 350. So it essentially functions as a tower shield, which looks really cool in my opinion. But sadly, it's just not got amazing stats because you can get better stuff later on in the game. But at this point in the game, it's pretty damn useful. I think this shield needs a bit of a buff though, considering the effort you still need to go to require the harpoon and then get the serpent and then drag it back onto land to actually figure out, and probably someone like me needed to tell you in the first place, that serpent scales actually existed in the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think it needs a buff? And would you also like to see a buckler version of this, or even some like sea serpent based weapons? For now, I'll just be hanging them in my hall because they look cool and I can flex on people who don't know what they are, which I know you love to do. Thanks for watching guys. Check out Manscaped, linked down below in the description. Not even kidding, these are like the best boxers I've actually ever worn in my life. So take advantage of that deal while it's there, and I'll see you in the next one.